Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Tuesday the 4th of April 2023. Thanks for joining me. I want to use the Lo Scarabeo Tarot, which I haven't used in ages and ages, so let me just show you what these look like. First of all, I really like the back. I like the scarab beetle here. And then we've got these cards. I like the style of these. It's very, I don't know how to describe it. It's very kind of, all the images look super crystal clear and sharp and focused. So I'm just going to shuffle these a few times and then I'm going to see what the cards want you to be aware of here on Tuesday and what energy you'll be working with. Oh, and speaking of what energy you'll be working with, a few months ago, I think 2 months ago, I mentioned that a couple of people had got in touch and they were asking about merch and if I had any. So Robin and I decided to come up with some, and we worked with this amazing woman called Eva, who really helped us with the designs. And so basically Robin and I are getting together on Wednesday to finalize the shop, and hopefully we'll launch it. Maybe if there's still things to tweak, it might be Thursday or Friday, but hopefully that's coming out soon. So I'm super excited about that. So I'll keep you posted. Watch this space, but that's something to look forward to. So let's see what the cards have to say about Tuesday the 4th of April and what's coming up here for you. So the first card is the Ace of Swords, a great idea, a moment of clarity and enlightenment. Wow, the Four of Wands, a celebration, a wedding, a doorway into a better life. And finally, the Five of Pentacles, rejection and hard times and difficulties. Okay, so we've got an interesting mix of cards here. Wow. Okay, so first of all, in terms of me trying to understand this, we've got 4 minor arcana cards. So these are temporary influences on this day. So this, first of all, whatever happens on this day, it's not to be taken personally in the sense of this happened because I am who I am or whatever. It's because this is the kind of atmosphere that we're operating in. And these are temporary things that are happening. So let me jump on the good stuff and not take the bad stuff too seriously, because it's going to, come and go very quickly. At the center of the reading is the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is, I always say this is, as far as I'm concerned, the most positive card in the deck. It's really this moment of culmination. I have a passion. I've been working towards it. I've now got to this place of completion. It's like a full moon. It's like we're reaching the kind of pinnacle of what this desire was, and we're getting to the celebration point. And in this case, it's a wedding. It's a love affair. It's a marriage, right? So they're having this moment where everything they've been working towards has now culminated, and they're having this great moment. And in this case, we've got the Wands creating a cross, which is about union and the two lives intersecting. Usually the two Wands create a doorway into a new future. But this is putting a kind of focus on these two being a team and kind of shielding each other from whatever life may bring. And that the one thing that is constant is their love, their union, their connection. So that's what's really achievable on this day. And I think these two cards on either side influence that. So first of all, the Ace of Swords is a moment of understanding. You can see the hand coming out of the cloud, presenting you with this beautiful sword. First of all, we've got these crescent moons on it in this deck. And the moon is the intuition, but in the tarot, it can often represent the unknown and fear. So this is like, I'm taking charge of my fear. It's literally on the handle. Is it called the pommel? So it's like, when I grip something, there's no need for fear because I am bigger than my own fears. Then we've got the sword. My ideas are powerful. It's not that they can be weaponized, but these ideas are so intense that they can cut through things, they can cut through obstacles, and they can create a completely different life for myself. And then finally, we have the crown. So this is the king of all ideas. This is like the clouds part, and suddenly everything makes sense, and you're like, this is the most important moment of my life. Then we've got all these little flowers here. I'm not sure what these meanings are, so let me know about the actual plants. This, doesn't that looks kind of, the word escapes me. I associate this with Christmas and poison berries. So it's something beautiful to look at and something amazing that can be life-changing, but also dangerous at the same time. So your ideas, particularly the ones that occur to you today out of the blue, really pay attention to those, because those are ideas that are strong enough to change your life. And really, with the next card being the Four of Wands, I think the eureka moment that you experience is this understanding that, you know what, there's certain things in life that I feel would make me happy. Whether it's developing my own sense of spirituality, or having a job where I can really help people, or where I get into a great position of influence, or I want to create a life that includes a family and a home and a family unit and children and dogs, and I want to experience all of that home life. So I think the moment of clarity is really the understanding what it is you want, what's important to you, what you want to weave into the fabric of your life. And that's been a theme over the last few days, like on one hand, acceptance is the key to all things. That's the way to live a serene and contented life, and to align yourself with the will of the higher power, and to try to do what it asks you, and to see where that leads you. But then on the other hand, we have will, we have the ability to make decisions, and we also have these super powerful and fiery desires. And I always feel like our desires are meant to sit in us and make us uncomfortable and fire us up and fill our minds with imagination, because we're meant to deliberately create those things in our lives. So you could argue that it's the acceptance that I have certain desires inside of me that I need to honor, because I live in this body, I live in this mind, this unit, and the unit wants certain things. So let me acquiesce and make the self happy by giving it the things that it keeps reminding me it wants. And if that hasn't been clear to you, the enlightenment here is that you get kind of a vision of the threshold you want to cross, the doorway you want to create in your life to walk into a different experience of it. So if you've been at a loss, or things have been in limbo, consider those things particularly if you haven't been, like for instance, in my case, I need to move in 5 months, and I still haven't got a clue where I'm going. And it's one of those things, I've been meditating on it, and I've been doing research, different countries, different locations in this country, what things are like in England, but neither of them have kind of got the penny to drop, and it's been like, okay, well, this is what I'm doing. Like, I had that certainty when I was like, okay, I'm leaving the UK, I'm coming to Austria, and that was clear. I wanted that. So this is the kind of day where personally I'm going to sit down and I'm going to meditate, because this is air. It's not about the body so much. So instead of doing yoga or doing something physical, for me this is like a very cerebral spiritual process. So I'm going to meditate on this and say, is there any information on this? Or I use positive affirmations. So in that meditation I might use a mantra like, I know where I want to go, the transition is easy and effortless, and I'm guided in the process. So that's the kind of thing I'm going to do on this day, because if the clarity then, the answer, provides this glorious wedding-filled celebratory future, that's the one I'm interested in. I don't want to downgrade, I want to upgrade. And then finally we've got the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles, poor kid, he's out in the snow, he's walking alone, no one there to support him. The pentacles are scattered on the earth. So it's a different take on this altogether. Usually the Five of Pentacles is the pentacles are contained in a stained glass window, and it represents the institution that has money and that has certain rules attached to it. And usually two people are out in the snow. They've been kicked out. They may have not. They may not have. They may not have conformed to the expectations of the church, the institution. In this case, so it's like the two of us are in it together. Life is hard. At least we've got each other. We'll keep going. Hardships. We've done hardships before. We'll overcome this one as well. But this isn't the greatest thing. We're just going to have to get through this. This too shall pass kind of moment, right? Here we've got these 5 pentacles scattered around. So it's like this kid is walking around in the snow. And if he sees these, he can pick them up and get a hotel room. So it's saying that rejection and being in a difficult position on this day and working through that will actually present you with something wonderful, something unexpected that then will pull you out of this situation. And that is a wake-up call. And I'm speaking for myself here. But I sometimes have moments where I feel very connected to spirit and I meditate and I'm very consistent. And then other moments or other days or weeks or something, I pull away from that and I don't meditate as much and I don't feel the presence of my higher power as much. And when I'm in those spaces where I'm not particularly connected and I'm just going about my business and then something happens like this where life really surprises me, it's like, oh wow, it's almost like I forgot about this. It's like it became a blind spot. And it's like a reminder. And then usually that prompts me to go back into a practice. And then things start to feel more connected, obviously, because I'm doing the work. I'm doing my bit, right? So I think these two cards speak to one another. And if you're having a tough time and if you're feeling like, you know what, I'm plodding through my life here and it's just one thing after another and I really feel like the snow is coming down and I'm chilly here by my life, then I think you have a moment of clarity today that says, here you go, here's a wake-up call, and along with it is this king of all ideas or queen of all ideas that reveals the future that you want to build. And by seeing that future in your mind's eye, it doesn't change your current situation, but it allows you to say, okay, well, this is temporary, and now I have a clear goal and a plan of what I'm working towards. And that can often be enough for us to change our lives. If we know suddenly within our bones, we feel it at the very core of us, that this is the future I can have and work towards, then it even makes the present, which is maybe intolerable, it makes it bearable because you have a dream of something bigger that can happen. And that hope is what lifts you to something better. So if things are difficult at the moment, that actually is on this day something that will reveal a great positive. So rather than ruminating over why things are so negative, the important thing is to do the legwork, to keep walking through the snow, and to arrive at this wake-up call, eureka moment that then reveals a better future that will motivate you. Excuse me. Number-wise, we've got 1 and 4 is 5, and another 5. 5, by the way, is freedom. So freedom from a life you no longer want. 5 and 5 is 10, and 10 in numerology reduces to 1, which is the vibration of the pioneer, the person who initiates the knowledge, the decision, the new plan for the future. So this is about you taking charge of your life, holding that pommel and overcoming fear. Because all your circumstances are temporary. You know, that's a difficult thing on this planet, but it's also such a comfort that whatever great thing you're going through at the moment, or whatever terrible thing you're going through, as sooner or later it will come to an end, like everything does. But what doesn't come to an end is your soul and your ability to manifest a future that exists in your mind's eye. Wow. So it's a powerful day of really remembering not to let life grind you down and to keep going, and it then is replaced. It's almost like you're rewarded for your hard work with this revelation, which allows you to bring these amazing positive connections into your life. So I hope you have a great day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to order your reading with me. In my personal readings, I use astrology, the tarot, numerology, and my intuition. I combine all of those to answer any questions you may have. So if you've got queries about what's coming up in future, or career, or love life, or spiritual development, or health, or anything at all, please do get in touch for a personal reading. And if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. Please hit subscribe and share the video online. Have a fabulous day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.